I am going to cook sabji for myself, which is potato sabji. Now let me take you through how do we cook it. All right. So we have here tomato, we have green capsicum, we have green chilies. Then we have here, this is salt, not the normal salt, but this is rock salt. And we have here potatoes, which I have nicely chopped into. Everything is nicely chopped into small pieces except for the tomatoes. Tomatoes, I have done it like four from each of the tomatoes. And then we have here gingerly oil, nearly a little bit left. Then what we need is sambar masala. All right. Then we need here pav bhaji masala a little bit, and then chana masala a little bit. Now this pav bhaji masala and chana masala, even if we do not have, it's okay. All right. But if it is there, we can also cook it with these and use it with chapati. But I'm going to eat this side dish with rice. Yeah. So let's begin the task. And additionally, if you want, you can add some chopped nicely small pieces of garlic and uh, what is that, ginger, right? So this is how it's going to be. Here is the frying pan, a deep one, because we need to cook all these vegetables in this. So let me start the stove. I need to figure out how I can put my camera because I don't know, but let me try it out. Alright, so here is the camera angle. I hope you guys can see it pretty well. Yeah? Alright, guys, so let's begin. Yo. So here I have started the stove, and I just need to drain out any of the water. Even if you do not drain it out, it's still going to slowly evaporate. Alright, so as you can see, I have taken like two big potatoes and two small ones. Then I have taken two big onions and have chopped it nicely and into small pieces, as you can see. Hope you can see it. And then I have taken like two big tomatoes and two small tomatoes, and then one green uh, capsicum, and I've taken like four of these bit of chilies. Now these are not the regular small chilies which are usually very spicy, but this is like the one which is not that spicy, but it adds to the taste. All right, and then I have here rock salt, and then like I said, the other ingredients. So let it warm up a little bit, then we will begin to cook. All right, this is today the master chef Tengia in the house. All right, well, I initially thought that I will put the mobile phone on a tripod, but unfortunately the clip-ons actually broke while I was trying to fit the mobile phone, so which is not that good news. All right, so now let's begin. So as you can see, this is gingerly oil, which is basically, how do I say it in Hindi? You guys know, right? You guys are the experts. And let's add some gingerly oil there. Then what we need is a little bit of mustard. Let me show you. So adding little bit of mustard in here. As you can see, it is nicely popping up. Then if you want, we can also add two dry and red chilies, right? Of course, yes. So, I mean, as a rider, I think we should also know how to cook things, because if you are riding solo, we need to be sure, that even if we are left alone somewhere, we should be able to, manage it ourselves and then cook it. Now, then next comes, usually people will add uh, onions. I sometimes add onions with tomato together and everything comes out nicely itself. So it's not like that only if you follow the procedures, it will come beautifully and tasty, but it's not like that. You can, if you cook with your heart, things will definitely turn out tasty, and everybody will love it. For myself, I would say that I do like cooking, and I like to cook it for not just myself, but if there are friends and family members, I like to cook it for them. uh, I don't know how I got this interest into, but apart from riding motorcycles, I enjoy cooking as well. Alright, so as you can see, we have here uh, mustard, then onions, and red chili. And what we need is, we need to actually stir it nicely. You can reduce the heat a little bit and let it cook. So already, if you can see, this is turning into a little bit brown. This is already turning into a little bit brown, and that is a good thing, because we want the onions to cook nicely, right, in the first place. Now, like I said, I have tried putting everything together, and that also tastes very well. It's not like we have to only put the onions first, then tomatoes. Like I'm putting now the tomatoes as the next thing. So tomatoes are adding two things to it. It adds water. Yeah, the tomato has 90% water. So when you are cooking with tomatoes, the tomatoes add water to the content. So you do not have to add additionally any water. And secondly, the tomatoes make the thing a bit not that spicy. I wouldn't say that they make it sweeter, but they reduce the spice in the overall cooking. Now this is a side dish which we can actually use not just for rice, but we can also use it for chapati, roti, naan, anything. This will taste super, 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 beautiful. I don't say beautiful, but yeah, tasty. And if you want to add a little bit ginger, the ginger has the effect of like, reducing the gaseous stuff when you eat things. So you can add ginger also. Today I'm not adding it because the potatoes that are used, they are only like four potatoes, too big and too small. That's why. Otherwise, we can use ginger as well. Now normally ginger, if you are using it for children's, I think children won't appreciate that much. So chop the ginger into very small pieces or make paste, and make your children's and kids eat them from the small age itself, so that they get used to it. Now everybody, I think, as when we were kids, we never really liked the taste of ginger, because it tastes spicy, and it tastes very different until and unless you have used it for a long time, right? Exactly. So Now, cooking is something that which we do not have to say that we are master in it. Even if you are a first time cooking person, you would be able to cook it in a very delicious manner if you put a little bit of heart in it. Like when you're cooking, be very happy, be very uh, positive about the cooking, and then you will, the final result will be very good. Because I myself, I started, I think, cooking from very little age, because I saw my mother how she used to cook it, and the first thing that I prepared was like cabbage sabji, the sabji with gobi. I prepared it, and then I actually served it to my grandparents, my mother, and all my parents, and they really thought that it was very tasty. Many people think that cabbage, it takes a lot of time to chop and cook, but it's not like that. If you just spend a little bit time, you will, really be able to chop it in that small uh, slices, and you will enjoy. Now, most of us, I think, would like to eat potatoes, then lady's finger or okra in English, and then capsicum. I think some we will love, and some other. But there are also so many different vegetables available in different regions of India. Probably we never tried, but we should try each and every vegetable, because every vegetable has its own nutritious things to offer. You know, this is very important. It doesn't matter if we are eating rice or if we are eating roti or made with something with wheat and all, but vegetables are the main thing that add to your nutrition. You know, I'm not trying to be a doctor here, but things I'm just sharing that I learned. So I Tengia, I am actually vegetarian, so I uh, eat vegetarian dishes only, and I think vegetarian dishes taste just awesome when cooked with heart. Cooking is not that difficult, you just have to spend like 20 minutes to cook a vegetable, and then here I have the rice already prepared, and it takes around 15 to 20 minutes as well. So basically you have your uh, lunch, dinner, everything prepared within 30 to 40 minutes. Alright, so now as you can see, we have here only a little bit vegetables left, and there isn't any water. So what we can do is now we can actually add a little water to it. All right. So adding a little water, and then we will add some of all of these capsicum. All right, now there are three people here who are still there, so I think they love cooking. Yeah, actually, this is just out of the box kind of a thing that I'm doing, because today I'm not. Today I'm actually just myself at home, and so I have to cook something for myself, and this is what I have to cook, and I'm cooking it. Alrighty, only two people left. Everybody left. Oh no. Now the thing is actually to do a live with motorcycle and all. I am not too sure how that can be done, but this is something that I think that could be done. Now final thing to add potatoes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water into it. And then I'm just gonna mix it a little. I'm not going to add any salt or any of the spices yet, but soon. Yeah. But first what I need to do is I need to let the potatoes boil in itself, and then I will add spices. So I close the lid. Now we will come back in a little bit of time. Okay, so now let it cook a little bit, like 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and then I will add chaat masala, I will add sambar masala, I will add a little bit of pav bhaji masala and salt to the taste. Yeah, depending upon whatever you want. All right, so this is how we cook it. When I add the salt and stuff, then I will make the live video again. All right, okay guys, thanks so much for joining. That's it. Let me see and show it to you when this is nicely boiled, and then we will add the stuff. Okay, all right, see you in a little bit of time.